Welcome back, pure structure traders, for another market analysis for the London session. Today is September 15th, 2021 here in Hawaii, and will be September 16th, 2021 in London. Today we'll be going over S&P 500, gold, and also oil. Give you guys some of the levels that we'll be looking at. So again, if you guys do like these videos, please go ahead and smash that like button. If you are not subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe. Any questions you guys got, feel free to pop them in here on YouTube, and we would love to get back to you guys. But with that said, let's go ahead and jump into it. So for S&P 500, we did have a slight consolidational period, kind of a sideways movement for the beginning of the US session. Got some good opportunities to try to short, and then finally the market pressed up through our levels of resistance. And you can see we got as high as right around these 77.75s as resistance right now. Above that's going to be about those 82.25s. We may actually go bullish and continue bullish past those 80s, so keep an eye out for that. But right now, looking to see if we get a little bit of a pullback. For me, the area of a pullback is going to be somewhere right around these 44.65s as support, and maybe a bounce from there to try to retest 77.75, and then above that into those 82.25s, and above that is going to be those 88.50s on the next level of resistance. So we'll see if we can do that. That's probably one of the only trades I'll be looking out for. If we break past those 65s, I will probably look for the market to try to come down into these 52s, maybe get a bounce from there, or back down into 44.75 and try to bounce up from there. So we'll keep an eye out for that. But right now, a little bit closer to those 65s. Let's move over to a smaller chart here, get a closer look at this here. So pulling up this smaller chart, you can see drawing in just a little bit closer. Want to see this thing kind of pull down into these 65s. Now we could get a slight minor area that sits right over here. I'm going to just put up a level that's going to be somewhere right around this. So right around these 69.75s, I'm going to be looking out for maybe a minor support, but if not, more of a main level for me is going to be at these 65 evens. So if we don't hold these 69.75s for a bounce up, we are going to look for this market to try to pull down deeper into the 65 and then look for a bullish bounce to retest 77.75 and then try to retest those 82.25s. I think right now being above 65 could definitely continue this bullish run. Getting back below 65 could actually bring us down into those 52s and 44s. So keep an eye out as we start to travel back down into that area if we get the bounce there, and if not, look for the market to try to head down to our next levels underneath 52.50 and then 44.75. Moving over into gold, let's go ahead and pull up on gold here. Alright, so pulling over to gold here, you can see we did have some decent movement here on gold. We moved down from our areas. 1801.8 was where we kind of tipped off, and then we started to travel back down into that area. We're looking in the morning in the US session for the market to gradually climb up to those 1801.8s, and when we did, that was a good short opportunity to try to get it down. I didn't get the full move, but got quite a bit on it, and then we touched those 1795.1s and then pulled down deeper. Next level, 1791.1. As you can see, the market trying to crawl into that area. If we get down there and we don't break it, that could be a nice opportunity to try to get the press back up. So we'll keep an eye out for these 1791.1s as the first area of interest to try to go long. Underneath that, 1786 even, and then 1783.9. If we do get this bounce from 91, look for it to head into 95 and then try to press through and maybe try to retest those 1801s. Now again, we could have a, I'm going to adjust this just a little bit. Well, actually, I'll make another level here. We could have maybe some slight resistance. Actually, I'm just going to put a line right across there, 1796.4. As we try to travel back up. So keep an eye out for this. This could actually keep the market down as we try to travel back up from these 91s if we get the bounce. So if we do and we continue to stay under this level, again, we could probably get a nice double top and then a push down lower into 86 and 83.9. So that's what we'll be looking out for. Moving over into a smaller chart here on gold, you can see what's going on here on gold as we're trying to get down again. So if you're not short yet, this would be a good decent short area if it comes back, rejects, and then tries to short here at 95.1. Getting it down into 91.1 is going to be the area of interest. Got a little bit higher. You can see a little bit of a closer level here, 91.6, as we kind of had a nice pin bar right off that level, so we'll keep an eye out for that area. If we do bounce from that area, that could be our first area of interest to try to get that support to come back up. So again, keep an eye out for that, but I do think that gold is going to try to travel down into that area for the short. And then from there, look for the long opportunity if you want to try to counter trend trade. Right now, we are moving down. So again, the trend is bearish. So if you want to continue trading with the trend, look for the shorts. If you want to counter trend trade, it's going to be a long opportunities from support. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Moving over into crude oil. Pulling up the chart for crude oil for you guys, you can see we had a nice bullish run for crude oil. Wasn't too much opportunities to enter as it had very shallow pullbacks, but we came into resistance 72.91 and then 73.19. So this area right here is going to be a good opportunity for us to probably get a counter trend trade back down into support, anticipating the market to try to come into these 72.33s. We may go sideways for a bit. So resistance 73.19 at the top, and then 72.91 at the lower area of resistance. That could be our first area to short it down to support. If we don't break these 72.33s, you can look for a long opportunity from that area. Again, we are bullish right now, so if we hold these 72.33s, this could be a continued bullish run to try to push a new high. So keep an eye out for that if you want to continue the trend trading from 72.33 for the long. Markets could pull as deep as the 71.65s and actually still continue the bullish run back to the upside and making a new high. So keep an eye out for that, but right now still bullish. Good for the trend trades there. Counter trend trade 72.91 is our first area. We're looking for the short to try to get back down. Nice double top that you have right here going on, so keep an eye out for that, for the market to try to pull down on crude oil back into some supports. I think that's going to be a good opportunity as we come into the London session, so we're going to eyeball that. But that pretty much wraps it up for S&P 500, gold, and also oil. Again, if you guys do like these videos, please go ahead and smash that like button. If you are not subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe. Any questions you guys got, feel free to pop them in here on YouTube. We would love to get back to you guys. Now, if you're struggling to find consistency and success in your trading, feel free to become a member with us at Pure Structure Trading. Take a coaching session, maybe a coaching program with us. We would love to help you guys find consistency and success in your trading. Other than that, if you guys continue to trade, make sure you guys trade well. You guys take care. Have a great night. Bye.